Hey, we're Mawpit and you're watching our interview with the independent UK music podcast. I'm Kate.
And I'm Jordan. Hi.
And I am the lead vocalist and Jordan does guitar stuff.
Guitar wizardry.
And Aled is our drummer who isn't here today because of lockdown. So we're going to put him here. He's with us in spirit.
He's here.
We're going to be answering 6 questions today. So let's start off with, who are Mawpit?
Wow, it's a big question.
Us.
Hello.
Question answered. I'm joking. No. We are a alt rock grunge punk band from Cardiff, Wales. We only just formed last year. This time last year we started. Yeah, we write short, catchy songs,
which are very loud and very abrasive and fuzzy and hopefully danceable. Yeah. That's what we kind of want to go for. We want to move.
Raveable.
Yeah, raveable. So question number 2 is, how did we meet? And we met at university.
Yeah, Jordan and I went to Bath Spa University and studied commercial music. And we were in a few bands together, we wanted to continue being in a band together, so we made Mawpit. But we needed a drummer, and Jordan's mate from school, Aled, was living in Cardiff at the time.
Yeah, he went to uni in Cardiff. We've been like friends since we were like 11. We lived in the same village, played in a few bands, so I knew he was capable of making some loud noises on the drums, so we were like, he's perfect for
join us,
grungy,
join the Mawpit
punky kind of thing we wanted to do. And it was like, it all kind of like came together when we moved back here after uni.
Okay, question number 3 is, who are your inspirations?
Oh man, that's really big. For me, I'd say for this band, it's definitely like more contemporary, like 2-piece bands, like a little bit of Raw Blood. I'd say Death From Above is a big one. Blood Red Shoes is a really big one too, because like, I really like how Laura Mary Carter plays guitar and stuff, and their songs are really cool. And yeah, just I'd obviously like, Nirvana is a massive influence for me as well, just because of just playing and riffs, making big riffs and catchy melodies and stuff, and yeah. So that works for explains what I do for this band.
For me personally, I grew up listening to like Katie Tunstall and Natasha Bedingfield, songwriters who were female and really cool. And then Marina and the Diamonds came around, who was even more like poppy and wrote her own songs as well, and she was really quirky and I loved her. But for this project, it's probably like Garbage. Yeah. I really like them, and for us, I think she's my main influence.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
So question number 4 is, what are your favourite tracks from the 80s?
My favourite track I cannot name because there are too many favourite tracks from the 80s. Yeah, 80s, full of bangers. Whitney. Yeah. Whitney, how will I know? Yeah. And Dance with Somebody, and Cyndi Lauper. Girls Just Wanna Have Fun.
The list goes on and on. For me, it's very different because I quite like the guitar bands that become quite like dominant in the 90s and stuff. So you got like My Bloody Valentine, like Isn't Anything. That album is really good, and Feed Me With a Kiss is a really good song off of that. Sonic Youth, which I believe that's like Teenage Riot and stuff. And Daydream Nation was the album, which is great. I love like noisy bands and shoegazy kind of bands and stuff, and obviously Joy Division as well, which is like, you had Love Will Tear Us Apart, which is a bit of a banger. So just all these really like dark kind of guitar-y bands, which are quite like, and obviously you have the Smiths as well.
I also like them. I'm not just a pop princess.
I like Depeche Mode.
Is that Wind, Rain and Fire from the 80s?
Earth, Wind and Fire?
Yeah.
September. I think so, yeah, it sounds like it. I don't really listen to
Do you remember?
Obviously there's Africa. Bam, 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 bam. It's just good. This interview is just gonna be Take on Me, yeah, of course, yeah. Man,
and that guy that everyone memes about. Does this?
That's a lot. Oh, what, Rick
Never
Astley?
gonna give you up. He does this.
Or Rick rolling.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's when you like link somebody to something that's just like, oh my god, have you seen this really important piece of news? And it's just Rick Astley just dancing.
That's what he does with his big oversized
Shoulder pads.
Yeah, the
big hair.
blazer, and he's like, never gonna give you up. Anyway, that's his banger as well.
Yeah, it's classic.
Question number 5 is, what's the best gig you've ever been to?
I think we can both agree on that. I think that one gig we went to see Dinosaur Pilot, that was a really good gig. Yeah, just because we went to go and see Dinosaur Pilot in 2017, I think it was, in Bristol, yeah. And yeah, like all of our friends were there. It was just a really nice atmosphere. Everything was it was a great gig. Like
Jordan got up on stage and jumped onto the crowd.
It was hilarious. James tried to crowd surf.
James tried to,
that?
yeah, and they crowd bombed, and it was a massive mess. And
he jumped onto the lead singer of Fizzy Blood, who opened the show by accident, and we thought he was going to get really upset with James, but actually
it was a laugh.
They had a big laugh about it, and they talked about
it.
They
both jumped into the same place, so nobody caught them.
It was really funny.
Too much to handle. Yeah. Anyway, that was a really good gig because we got the set list.
Yeah.
So it was a win.
Got to speak to them afterwards.
Got to shake their hand twice.
Matt Bigland was an amazing handshake.
That was a great handshake.
Really strong handshake. And just a good company.
Yeah, good company.
And food. We had burritos.
Yeah, I was going to say that
bus.
We had a burrito, the best burrito of our lives.
Yeah.
In Bristol, and it's closed now, so that memory will always cherish.
The Bear Pit bus. I don't know what it was called exactly, but
I think it was called the
Bear Pit bus.
Probably.
That's awesome.
I don't know, but let's call it the Bear Pit.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Bear Pit bus. Yeah, definitely.
Good burritos, but don't go there because it's gone now.
I still go there.
You can't go there. You just can't go get a burrito. You could take a burrito.
Just don't go to the Bear Pit expecting burritos, I think is what I'm trying to say. My
favourite gig was when I went to that festival in London, All Points East. Me and my mum loved the National, and we went to this just to see the National, and it was the night before we had our uni prom thing.
Oh, cool.
And I had never seen the National before, and they're my favourite band ever, the National. And we were there, and it was amazing, and this woman poured a drink all over me and my mum, and we almost got in a fight. And it got crazy. Yeah, it was just really weird. Like, everyone was so drunk by the end of the festival, but it was such a good gig because I'd waited so long to see them, and they were finally in the UK, and it was wild.
I love that, like, your favourite gig almost involved you getting into a fight.
So protect
hardcore.
my mum, isn't it?
Definitely. That's wicked.
No punches were thrown, it was safe. It just
almost... What, the big intimidation? Don't touch my mum.
Don't touch my mum! It was literally that.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah. That was awesome.
What was yours?
It's so difficult. It's really tough because I've been to quite a lot of gigs and I've liked a lot of them for different reasons. For inspiration wise, in terms of writing for this band, it's definitely 2013 when I went to the Trinity Centre in Bristol to see Blood Red Shoes live, and that's when I discovered they were being supported by both the Easy Death Race and Slaves, which are two incredible like two-piece bands that, you know, have quite inspired me a lot. And yeah, it kind of really opened my eyes to how much a guitar can do, like with just guitar and drums. Hence why I wanted to kind of like do this setup where it's just like, I wanted to just play the guitar and see how much I can actually make out of it and have valid, and then you do like take out vocals while I Mawpit. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it was an amazing experience just to see what, you know, they could do with pedals and technology and just general performance as well, like seeing the energy of people performing. And when there's only two people on stage, like you have quite a lot of charisma because you have to bounce off of each other because there's less people. But
there's so much room.
Yeah, man. Oh, I can't wait to start playing gigs like after this whole lockdown business, like just to get out there, because we haven't actually played any gigs yet.
We are technically gigless.
We're gigless. we're baby band. But yeah, very much excited to start gigging in Cardiff. It's going to be really good fun. Yeah. Which I guess that leads really nicely onto question 6, which is what's lockdown been like? Busy. Really busy.
Very busy.
Yeah.
And strange
Yeah.
for everyone, I think.
Like,
But very busy for us because we released our debut single, Nature's Curse, and we have been so busy promoting and organising and doing stuff.
It's quite weird, like, because of all this lockdown and stuff. Like, it's really given us like lots of time to focus on the admin side of the music, which not many people get to hear much about until you start doing it, and then you realise
what have we done?
How much work it actually like takes to get any sort of like momentum building. But that's been nice though. I think that's been really
very
good.
Educational
and quite
rewarding,
motivational too. It's been nice to see people
supporting us.
Supporting us and receiving the debut really well, which has been good. So yeah, it's been a really overall positive
like
experience.
2 months ago there was nothing on our page, and now it just
seems to be growing.
We're alive.
Yeah, it's really kicked off nicely, and it's been one of the better launches that I've actually had with a band, which is nice. So that's good. Lockdown for us as individuals, just weird. Very strange. It's weird. Like it's good that I can see you still and stuff, which is good. But like,
I think it's good that we're not the most outdoorsy people.
We usually stay indoors.
Anyway. If you asked us if we wanted to go for a bike ride or play a game, we'd probably play a game indoors.
We're nerds.
I think we've coped with it really well.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I do miss people. Miss a select handful of people who I do really want to see. Like, and then it's like.
But it could be worse. I feel like we've dealt with it really well. We've been busy, and it's kept us distracted.
Honestly, band work. If I didn't have band work to focus on, I'd be a lot worse off. Like, I think it's really filled a lot of my time, which is nice, and it's made me feel like I'm actually doing something quite productive and worthwhile. Because I know as soon as all of the restrictions and lockdown ends and stuff, I think music is like, I really hope it's just going to bounce right back and stuff, and the venues are going to want people to play ASAP and stuff. So
I think we stop.
I think so. Yeah, like I want to get on to play some gigs in Cardiff. Like,
and anywhere. I'd love to play anywhere really.
Honestly, I just want.
I'd like to get out in Cardiff, but I think we would be really excited to start gigging all over the place.
But yeah, lockdown has just made us incredibly motivated and excited for the future, I think.
Is there another place you can buy? Another home you can choose to destroy? I can't control you anymore, my child. I used to love you, now I fear for my life. Why do you burn me down? Burn me down. Why do you burn me down? You burn me down. Why do you slay on my children, feast on my friends? Why do you burn me down? Burn me down. When you open your eyes, what do you see? Do you recall the colors I used to be? You've outgrown me, my power is no threat. One day you'll wake up and find my soul is dead, because you burn me down. Burn me down. Why do you burn me down? You burn me down. Why want more than I can give you. Oh, so make your bed, you're overdue. Your greed will be the death of you, and you'll be the death of me. Burn me down, why do ya burn me down? You burn me down, why do you stay on my children, feast on my friends? Why do you burn me down, burn me down? Down.